In this episode, when Auditor is calmly filming outside a government and BBC building when things suddenly escalate, staff rush out, accusing him of trespassing, even though there's no sign or legal notice to support that claim. But the real explosion comes when the police arrive. Instead of calming things down, the officer shows up full of attitude, barking orders, throwing around false claims, and proving just how broken modern policing can be. This one's pure ego versus the law.
Who's the landowner?
I don't want to get into an argument with you. I would just like to leave sight if that's possible.
Who is the landowner? No, I'm not going to leave, no.
You're not going to leave?
No, I'm going to wander around.
Anyway, because it's private property
and
we don't allow you to be filming here.
I just wanted to find out a bit about the Gangmasters and Labour Abuse Authority, to be honest.
They're not here.
Well, funny how there's a sign in there that says Gangmasters and Labour Abuse Authority.
So why are you coming investigating the Gangmasters? What reasons do you have for that?
Because I find it interesting.
You find it interesting?
Yeah.
So I've called the police. I'm not going to get into an argument.
Which law do you think I'm breaking?
It's private property.
What law is that then?
And you're not allowed to take videos and photos of the building. It's not acceptable in the business that we're in.
Well, you can, yeah, of course you can. It's a government building.
It's not acceptable.
It's a government building.
Yeah, I know, but we've got procedures in place and people have to get permission to take photos. You've not asked for permission.
Well, surely it's public. If it's a government building, it's owned by the public.
Yeah, I know it's a government building, but it's still classed as private property. The land is owned by somebody else.
She's completely wrong, and here's why. The staff member is mixing up ownership with public access rights. Sure, a government site might technically belong to a department, but that doesn't automatically make it private property. If the public can freely enter without barriers or no public access signs, it's legally a public area, and filming there is 100% lawful. The idea that you need permission to film is nonsense. There's no UK law banning anyone from recording government buildings from a public spot. If they don't want people filming, they should restrict access, not invent rules on the fly.
I just want to know what it's about, because obviously this is a government building.
Yep.
What is it about?
It's a government building.
Yeah, but why are you filming it?
I didn't know I needed a reason. Why are you filming me?
Because I'm speaking with you and you're a suspect in an incident where you're filming a government building.
Suspect? That would imply that I've committed a criminal offence.
Listen to me a minute, okay? You're zooming in on people's IDs. I can tell you're one of those bloggers. That's absolutely fine, okay? But you can't be zooming in on people's IDs when this is a government building.
Who says?
It's the law, mate.
What law?
We don't play this game where...
Could you identify yourself, please?
Okay, PC 1191 Marseilles, as you can see by my badge.
Which station are you based out of?
I'm based at Byron House Police Station.
Okay.
Yeah. So what are we filming? I don't really get what we're
It's a government building.
Yeah.
I pay for it. I can film it.
Okay, so why are you getting mouthy then? Because the thing is that you've been getting mouthy with them.
They were getting mouthy with me. I was perfectly polite till they started giving me attitude.
Yeah, because they're asking why you're filming them when this is a government building and asking for their IDs. It's suspicious.
From the moment this officer arrives, it's obvious she isn't there to de-escalate. She's there to dominate. Her tone screams control, barking "listen to me," while mocking one with comments like, "You're one of those bloggers," and casually calling him mate. It's unprofessional, condescending, and sets the stage for conflict. She even fails to identify herself until one has to ask, a basic requirement every officer is trained to follow. Instead of assessing the situation fairly, she labels him suspicious just for filming a government building and asking staff for ID. Both are entirely lawful acts. Filming from public space is protected under UK law, and asking for ID from government staff is legitimate accountability, not suspicion.
Okay, what's your name?
I'm not going to give any details.
Okay, you need to give me your details.
No, I don't.
Yes, you have. Because
no, I don't.
Yes, you do.
I think you need to get your facts straight there.
No, okay, you listen to me now. You've been getting mouthy with these people.
No, I haven't.
Yes, you have. You've been harassing them.
I haven't harassed anyone. They approached me.
You have. Okay.
You have the right to approach him.
That's lies.
This film is on asked him if he wouldn't film it on private property.
Yeah, of course.
You've been very reasonable with him, and the attitude that he has with you, he's had with us too.
Right, okay.
Yeah.
What was his reason?
There's nothing illegal about what I'm doing.
He said he's interested in the Gangmasters and Labour Abuse Authority. He's just suspicious.
Right, okay.
Basically. I don't agree with the word that he said.
Alright then.
Okay.
So we would like him removed. Is that a possibility?
Yeah, of course you can. Is there
I'm in a public place.
what you said at the minute?
No, he's not been threatening, but obviously he's not corresponding with us. We've asked him not to video. I've given us the reasons, which are valid reasons, why he's become argumentative, and really I'd just like him to be removed from site.
This part perfectly shows how misinformation spreads when people don't understand the law. The staff tell the officer that Gwen has been argumentative and filming in private. But neither claim holds up. There's no restricted area, no signage, and no legal reason he couldn't record. What makes it worse is that Gwen had already explained his purpose. He was filming for the Gangmasters and Labor Abuse Authority, a legitimate government agency investigating labor exploitation and modern slavery. The GLA's mission is to protect vulnerable workers and hold exploitative employers accountable. So, his filming wasn't random or suspicious. It was purposeful, lawful, and in the public interest.
Why 2 vehicles on blue lights for somebody not breaking the law?
Because I was told that you were being quite abusive to staff and you were filming a government building.
Well, obviously
so
someone's
in our
lied to you
control
then, haven't
system, it's grade 1, which means that we travel on blue lights and sirens.
Okay.
And it's 2 vehicles because we're in a car each, so it's actually only 2 officers.
Okay.
So do you have like a YouTube channel or something?
You know, you were a bit hostile with me to start off with, demanding my details, so I'm not going to give you any information now, thank you.
Okay. Are you, so I'm going to need you to leave the premises.
Well, under what law?
Pardon?
Under
it's
what
called
law?
under Section 35 Act, okay? So it's a dispersal order, and I need you to leave this area, okay? Because people don't want to hear. You've been causing trouble, you've been shouting at them.
I haven't been causing any trouble.
Yes, you
You're
have,
lying
okay?
now.
Stop being argumentative with me.
Stop giving me attitude, no.
No, you've given me attitude from the start, which is on my camera and yours as well.
Demanding my details and things like that straight off the bat.
You need to move your stuff. Come on.
Hey, what are you doing?
I'm not taking anything. I'm walking with you.
Fine.
This was a blatant misuse of Section 35. That power is only meant for situations where someone's behavior might cause harassment, alarm, distress, or contribute to disorder. Gwen was doing none of that. He was calmly filming on public land. Recording government property from a public area is lawful, protected by Article 10 of the Human Rights Act, and backed by NPCC photography guidelines. Nothing he did met the legal threshold for a dispersal order. The officer simply twisted the law to fit her emotions, using Section 35 to silence someone she and the staff found inconvenient, saying, "People don't want you here," isn't a legal reason. It's an emotional one.
Okay, can you leave this area? Yeah, I've got him on my camera as well. It's just silly.
I've got it all on camera. No, it's not silly. That's your thoughts. I'd rather you keep them to yourself, to be honest. You're a public employee.
Well, what's around here then? Is this your like full-time job then, plug-in?
I do all sorts.
What, plug-in buildings?
So we're on the public. Can you put the bag down now? We're on the public pavement.
So I don't want you round that private property anymore, okay? If you are caught there again, I will come back and you can be arrested for it, okay? Do you understand that? I'm giving you a warning for this now. I'm being quite reasonable with you.
Okay, can you tell me which act and which section that is, please?
It's under Section 35 Act, but at the minute I'm giving you a warning.
Section 35 of what?
Yes, it doesn't matter what.
No, it does matter what.
No, okay. This is end of now, okay? Just because you're filming me, it really doesn't intimidate me. It doesn't scare me.
Okay.
You've got a mask on your face like trying to hide your identity. It doesn't scare me.
You don't intimidate me. You can try and arrest me and anything like that.
All right. Well, I'm going to leave now, okay?
This moment exposes just how unfit the officer was for the job. When Gwen calmly asks, "Section 35 or what?" she snaps back, "It doesn't matter what. This is the end of it." That's not confidence. That's a total disregard for accountability. Every officer using police powers must clearly state the law they're acting under. It's basic procedure. Her refusal proved she wasn't acting lawfully. She was improvising. Then, unbelievably, she accuses Gwen of intimidation simply because he's wearing a mask. That's absurd. Masks are legal, and his was clearly for privacy, not threat. Twisting that into intimidation shows she wasn't assessing facts, just reacting emotionally yet again.
And if I catch you on this premises again, okay, it's going to be taken further. You don't need that. You can get on with your day. You can go film some other buildings, okay? Get on with your vlogging business. Do you know what I mean? Like, this is one building that you can't film. Go and film another one.
I'll film what I like them in public.
But that's a private property that you've been on.
Yeah, it's publicly accessible. Section 33 of the Criminal Justice Act 1972.
Okay, well done.
However, the bit that you were on was part of private land. So you just weren't allowed on that bit. Okay?
Well, it's not government property, is it?
Huh?
Is it not government property?
That bit is government property.
Well, it's public property,
however,
isn't it?
No, not in this instance, just because of whatever goes on in there, and I've already had word in it. All right. So just because it's a government building doesn't necessarily mean it's always accessible to the public.
Well, okay. I didn't see any signs or anything, Constable.
I appreciate that. And whatever it might have been, we've just tried to sort it out as the lowest level that we possibly can, okay?
No problem.
Which is why we've just asked you just to move away from the building and just not...
See, that's fine. If your colleague had asked as politely as you are
That's
right
what I
now...
did in the first
No, you
place.
didn't. You give me attitude. You give me lip. You're acting like you're acting stupid.
I'm not
so...
interested in either side now, as long as it's all resolved and we can just move on peacefully and quietly. All right.
Yeah, that's fine.
If you're happy with that, lovely.
Yeah, see, you've been perfectly polite. Thank you for that.
But what I will say is that my colleague is dead right. We've given you the warning for it. If you come back, you can be arrested for breach of 35 notice.
Which act is that, sorry?
It's part of the Public Order Act.
Public Order Act,
I'll read it out for you. If that makes you feel better, I'll read it out.
So it's literally just that...
So antisocial behaviour crime and policing act 2014.
Do you suspect that I have been committing antisocial behaviour? Because there is a Home Office document that is called the...
Mate, listen, I don't care about the Home
Well, you should care, you should care.
No, I should-
yes,
no,
you
'cause
should
you're just
care.
going on- it's
I think you need to get
completely
retrained, you do. I'm going to make a
I
complaint,
think
yes
you
I
need
am.
to move
I'm
away
making a...
from the area.
No, I'm making a complaint about you, professional standards.
That's okay, you can do that.
I'm making a professional standards complaint about you. Yep, here we go. They'll have that as
got
well.
the details?
Yep, thank you.
Alright, we're done then. See you
Okay,
later.
bye-bye.
This is the final nail in the coffin for that officer's attitude. While Gwen tries to calmly explain himself, citing a Home Office document, she cuts him off mid-sentence with, "Mate, I don't care about it." Pure arrogance. She's dismissing official guidance from the very department that gives her authority. Talking over him, mocking him, and refusing to listen shows how little respect she has for the public. When Gwen says he'll file a complaint with professional standards, it's the only logical move left. But as he later confirmed, it went nowhere. Just an automated response from Nottinghamshire Police and no follow-up. That says everything. The system meant to hold officers accountable often protects them instead. When a cop can act like this, ignore policy, mock a citizen, and walk away untouched, it's not just one officer failing. It's the system itself. From the start, she treated Gwen not as a citizen with rights, but as a problem to be controlled. Her tone, arrogance, and refusal to listen turned a calm, lawful encounter into chaos of her own making. Ironically, Gwen stayed calm, factual, and respectful throughout. He knew the law and his rights, and that clearly frustrated her. The more reasonable he was, the more unreasonable she became. When her colleague finally stepped in, it showed how differently things could have gone if she had even a fraction of emotional control or professionalism. It's a stark reminder of how thin the line is between good policing and abuse of power. Honestly, if she behaved like that in any other job, she'd be fired instantly. Imagine a doctor talking to a patient or a teacher speaking to a parent that way. It would never be tolerated. Yet in policing, it's brushed off with an automated reply and no accountability. That's the core problem. Until officers like her face real consequences for disrespecting the public, encounters like this will keep happening, and people like Gwen will remain the only ones holding them accountable.